Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to Season 5, Episode 1 of Upon This Rock. Now, this could be a very, very good season with the transfers we've made and also what we're looking to do as well. So this season, before we get into all the transfer news, squad page, tactical tweaks, stuff like that we've done during the pre-season, I want to make sure that you fully understand that this season is Europe or bust. So, either through the Cups or through the League, if we qualify for a European competition, we will do a Season 6. If we do not qualify for a European competition, the season, the series will be over. Purely because I feel that we've made the strides that we feel that we can make, and there's nothing more I can do to get anything out of this squad. So it's Europe or bust this season. Anyway, now we've kind of got that out of the way, let's look at what transfers in and out that we've made during the pre-season. So we'll do the transfers out first. So people have gone. Karim Rekic has gone to Sunderland for 5.25 million. Cora Hurahan has gone to Middlesbrough for 2.9. Forrester, he was on loan at Aston Villa towards the end of the season last year, and he had a £2.5 million mandatory fee, and they've accepted that. Reece Burke has gone to Sheffield Wednesday. He was a little bit annoyed that he wasn't getting first team football, so he's gone to them for 1.2 million. Dwight Gale's gone out to Reading for £1 million. He just wasn't getting the game time last season, and when he did get game time, he was very bad anyway. Ademola Lookman has gone to Reading for £800,000, going up to £1 million. Again, wasn't getting the game time, and actually his ability was decreasing month on month. Jordan Lukaku's gone out to Olsberg for another £1 million. Again, wasn't very good when he played. Tatuanu's gone out. Big one for Tatuanu, but I think we've brought in an amazing replacement. He went to Bologna for £725,000. Bakary Sacco, he was on loan to Stag Kane last season, and they had a £450,000 mandatory fee. He took that as well. Jordan Williams went to Barnsley because he was on loan at Barnsley, and they've accepted his mandatory fee. Bingham Williams at Hibs, again a mandatory fee of £400,000, and they took that on. And then finally, Harry Anderson to Linfield at £130,000. I am finding in this year's game, if you loan people and then put a mandatory fee on, 9 times out of 10 they do take it up, which is good to see. People also like Billy Kingsmill, Ben Lake, Sammy Hill, Marcus Madison, still can't sell him, so he's gone out on loan to Rotherham. Again, doesn't have a mandatory fee as well, so hopefully they'll take that up. Now, more importantly, who are the ins? So Tatuanu has gone out, and we brought in Roman Bürki from Borussia Dortmund. Absolute steal at £13 million. Cannot believe we got him. Amazing player to be in goal for us. Great one-on-ones, great reflexes, command of area, aerial reach, fantastic mentals where he needs to be as a goalkeeper. Great reflexes, as I said. Good throwing, good kicking. So all in all, I think a massive upgrade to Tatuanu. I showed you him before, but Presnel Kimpembe has come in to the middle of defence to go alongside Jackie Baldwin, and as you can see, all-round beast of a defender. Great physicals, mentals where you need it to be, and then heading, marking and tackling all 15, which is what I want to see. Cannot wait to get him alongside Jackie Baldwin. Baldwin's had a bit of an injury in pre-season. Brought in a backup defender, Juan Cruz Comar from Sevilla. He cost about £11 million, and he's a really good backup. Good potential, so great physicals again, good mentals, 16 heading, 14 marking, 14 tackling, and as I said, as a backup player, he will do the job. He's probably better than Reece Burke. That's why I let Reece Burke and Rekic go. We have also brought in Santi Mina. This is probably one of the steals of the transfer window. Santi Mina is an amazing player. £5 million from Tottenham. He can play on either wing. He can play up front as well. But look at the man. He's awesome. So really good physicals, as I said. Great off the ball of 60. Great first touch. Finishing and composure is really good as well. He's also got decent passing, decent crossing, decent dribbling. All the attributes you need on the wing, but also as a great kind of false nine or poacher as well, because he's got that off the ball attribute as well. So he could be a really good foil to be on the left, to be on the right, or also to be up front. We brought Kyle Walker-Peters in. He can play left back or right back, so I brought him in for his versatility. He's a 3-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. He's just rapid down the wing, so 17 acceleration, 15 pace, really good kind of mental, so anticipation, composure, concentration. So defensively he's better than Lukaku or even Wisdom at right back. And then he can cross, he can dribble, his first touch is good, his marking's great, tackling and technique also all really, really good. So he will be slotted in straight to the left back position, ousting Stephen Kingsley straight away. We then got another absolute steal, so it's between him and Santimina really on who the better bargain was. But Zakaria Bakali from Valencia, £1.2 million. They wanted to get rid of him, and I snapped him up. Again, he's better than Lookman, he's better than Sacco, an all-round awesome player. So if you don't know about him, he is pace personified, 16 acceleration, 14 pace. So great to have on that left or the right hand side. Great dribbling, good crossing, great first touch, flair. He's got a little bit of flair, so he should be able to beat the man. Off the ball is awesome, and his technique is quality as well. So I'm going to be playing him on the left or the right, doesn't really matter. He can flick between the two, and for 1.2 million, a player like Bakali was an absolute steal. Couldn't pass it up. And then we brought in a couple of frees. One of them has gone out on loan, Hachin Mastor from AC Milan, purely because I didn't need him since I brought in all of these players. So he's gone straight out on loan. A player that I do know from an AC Milan save I've got offline, off of the YouTube, and he's a really good player. He does, if you play him, which the AI hasn't played him. If you play him in games, he does get better. His mentals get better. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to give him games away from the club and then come back and be an absolute superstar. Technically, he's awesome. Physically, he's good. It's just those mentals that he just needs to be a little bit better. He's only 22, so he can make those far better. And then finally, again, another steal. Ryan Gold from Sporting on a free transfer, already worth 12 million, £40,000 a week. So just what I needed, and a deep line playmaker role in that middle of midfield. And just look at his stats. Mentally, for a 24-year-old, he's awesome. Physically, yeah, he could be a little bit better, he could be a little bit stronger, but he's just quality. He's quality personified. Passing, first touch, technique, all 15s and 16s. Positioning, teamwork, work vision and work rate, all kind of 12s and above. Decision making and composure, all really good as well. So I'm really looking forward to getting Ryan Gold in the team, and away we go. So this is the squad page as you see it. So I think a lot of our kind of abilities have gone up from last season to this season, and I think we can do a very decent job. We've still got the likes of Jermaine, we've still got the likes of Leo Da Silva Lopez. Zach Clough has come back into the squad after his loan spell at Rangers, so it'll be Clough, Kalido and Cummings up top. Joe Wildsmith still here, Kingsley, Holding, Baldwin, Derm is still here at right back, Escobar. So still got a lot of the players that were here last year. It's just tweaking and making the squad a little bit better, so we can go after the cups or even the league as well. So we have made a few tactical tweaks on our 4-2-3-1. So ignore the lineup, that probably will change in 2 seconds. But the tweaks that we've made, we've gone back to a goalkeeper rather than a sweeper keeper, just because I feel it was probably not helping. We've gone from wing backs back to full backs on automatic, so when we change the mentality, they change with it. And that's pretty much it. That's all we've really changed. Just had a flat back four in pre-season. It seems to have worked really well, and it just makes us a little bit solid. We've gone from fluid to flexible. We've kept control, but it does allow us to tweak that as and when during the game when we normally do it anyway. So they're just subtle changes, but in pre-season it has seen us kind of go unbeaten, other than the Leverkusen game, which I didn't make those changes initially. So lost to Leverkusen, but our other pre-season games against some very good opposition in Oviedo and Alcoron in Serie B and Serie A, La Liga and Segunda B. So at the end of the day, we've had a good pre-season, and we're expecting to have a good season going forward. So these are the fixtures. Yet again, second season in a row, we face Liverpool in the first game. We will get in that live com in literally a few minutes. We then follow that up with a very tough Chelsea team at home at London Road. So like last season, we had Liverpool, I think Tottenham last year. We've now got Liverpool and Chelsea. We then have Cardiff in the EFL Cup second round, which I'll be taking a little bit more seriously this season. We start at home there. And then we've got a run of probably 4 winnable games there. Leicester, Newcastle, Watford and Swansea. So all in all, we should be progressing after the Liverpool and Chelsea fixtures as well. So this is the competition. I've gone for a top half finish because that's where we finished last season. So as you've probably seen in my tweets previously, we are not favourites to go down. We're 500 to 1 to win the league. And we're not in the bottom three, which is, I'm loving that. Not in the bottom three. And I think if we have a run of form, we could do really, really well, kind of potentially going into the top 8, top 7 of the league if we get results. Watford are promoted. Derby were promoted, as were Aston Villa as well. So that's us. As I said, we've got Cardiff in the second round of the EFL Cup, which I'm looking to do really, really well in this season, if we get the draw, kindly anyway. And that's it. So we've got transfers done, we've got the squad page done, tactical tweaks done, and the fixture list. How do you think we're going to do? Leave your comment in the comment section below. How do you think we're going to get on this season with the new transfers we've got in? Do you think we've done really, really well with the transfers? I personally think we do. We've got a couple of really good bargains. Which is the best bargain? Mina or Bakali? Bakali for 1.2 million. Santi Mina for 4 million. So who do you think's the better deal? Can we get European football? What do you think? Again, leave all your comments in the comment sections below. And we're going to get straight into the first game. Only game of today's episode. Liverpool away at Anfield. And this is going to be the team. Here we go then. So it's Berkey in goal. We have got Durm, Baldwin, Kimpembe and Walker-Peters at left back. In a middle three, we've got Fossum, Escobar and Gould as a deep line playmaker. We've got Ward-Prowse, the advanced playmaker. We've got Santi Mina as a false 9, and we've got Kalido as an advanced forward. So we've taken one of the attacking midfield roles, and we've just pushed further forward to have 2 up front this season. This is going to be control flexible as well. Instructions have roughly stayed the same for this kind of formation, and let's see what we can do. We're on Monday Night Football. All the other teams have played. Arsenal, Chelsea, United and Aston Villa leading the way. City also picking up a win. Tottenham drawing against Swansea, so that's a really good draw for Swansea. And the teams that are in and around us in the season preview are in the bottom kind of 3 or 4. So really going to plan at the minute for the league. So this is the Liverpool squad. They've got an amazing squad. They've got Areola, Klein, Matip, Sacco and Masuaku at the back. Draxler comes in. Will Hughes as well. I think he signed for them this season from West Ham for another £30 million. Sanson and Guedes on the right. We've got Mane and Woodburn up top. Woodburn really comes into his own. He's an absolute beast in this game. If you play him, have to play him, have to get him enough game time so he reaches that potential that he's got. On the bench for them, Emre Can, Ozjukup, Moreno, Berahino as well. So could be a very, very even game for us. Let's get straight into it and let's see what we can do. And hopefully at least come out with a point from a very, very tricky first game of the season. I'll take a point. I will absolutely take a point any day of the week when we're away at Anfield. Anfield is a very, very tricky place to come and get any sort of result. So hopefully with the signings we've made us a little bit more competitive in these types of games. Durm now on this right hand side. Is he going to play it in? He is. Ward-Prowse into Gould, into Fossum. Fossum now into Escobar, into Gould. We've got 2 men up top, into Santi Mina, into Fossum again. Tries to take that shot into Mina, into Kalido, and he makes it 1-0 to Posh. 45 seconds into the season. As I was going to say, 2 people up top rather than the 1 allows us to have a little bit more freedom up there, and we're not just hoping on one player getting the ball. Lovely interplay from Kalido, from Santi Mina, from Fossum, and from Ward-Prowse. Here we go, some Santi Mina back to Fossum. Tries to pass it through. Ward-Prowse picks up. Lovely little flick from Santi Mina there. And Kalido scores. Areola should have done a lot better. 45 seconds into the season for us. And we are 1-0 away at Anfield. Walker-Peters on that left-hand side. Into Ryan Gould. Into Ward-Prowse. Fossum now taking on 2 men. But he pushes it out to Durm. Durm's going to take on this... take on Masuaku at left back, but Baldwin cuts that out. Into Gould, Escobar now with a little bit of space. Is he going to find someone? Into Santi Mina, back to Escobar, into Fossum. Fossum into Kalido. Kalido takes the man on. Oh, what an opportunity that is for the youngster. He's going to be my main striker this year. Last year he got 13, 14 goals in the league with a little bit of an injury-plagued season. This season, if he stays fit, he could get 20 plus easy. Liverpool on the attack now. Sanson over to Julian Draxler. Lovely first-time ball into Sadio Mane, using that pace into Woodburn, and he heads it over. What a chance from Liverpool. They should have really put it back there into to make it 1-1, but they didn't. Durham now straight after the Woodburn highlight. Escobar now taking his time into Fossum. Fossum's just driving forward in that box-to-box midfielder role. Into Santimina. Back to Gould. Gould, plenty of time, but taking too much time on there. Woodburn comes in and cuts it out into Guedes, but Walker-Peters on that left-hand side playing really, really well on his debut. Kimpembe trying to launch the ball forward, but no one really reading it. Matip now just covering that ball. Areola launching it forward. Baldwin's going to get there. Hughes drops down, but Escobar picks it up. Into Santimina. Santimina back to Gould. Gould can't take his time on the ball. This is a very, very long highlight. Gould now into Santimina, into Ward-Prowse. He's got acre space into Calido. Oh, what a hit that is. But Areola is there to stop it. Sanson now with a corner, but Baldwin gets the ball clear. Falls to Will Hughes. Back to Sanson. Sanson into Mane, but he gets there before Berkey, but just hits the side netting. Very, very ropey finish to the half for us here. Liverpool coming into it a little bit more. I think Durham's going into the referee's book. He is getting booked there. 2 minutes before half time. Mane now into Draxler. Mane's trying to find Woodburn up top, but can't get there. Fossum gets ahead of I think it was Will Hughes. Gould now with the ball at his feet. Over to Walker-Peters. Walker-Peters going to drive inside because he's right-footed, playing on the left-hand side. Santimina back into Walker-Peters, taking on a lovely little run there, and he shoots like a left-back does shoot, high-wide and very handsome, and that is going to be half-time. What a half! Scored in first 45 seconds. Santimina making an instant impact with an assist. Caido coming back into the squad after his injury layoff at the end of last season and scoring with a great goal. Areola should have done a bit better, I know, 100% get that, and I'll probably get some grief in the comment section below. But we are 1-0 up at Anfield at half time. Let's get back out there. Let's start the second half. Durham now with their throw-in over on the right-hand side into Escobar, into Ryan Gould. Lovely, intricate one-touch football there from the boys, but Santimina gets caught on the ball. Guedes coming forward. He's going to take on Walker-Peters, but great tackle by Walker-Peters there. As I said, technically a little bit better defensively than Kingsley or Lukaku. Fossum now into Calido. Is Calido going to take on his man? No, he finds Ward-Prowse into Santimina, into Calido, into Fossum. Fossum's going to take it out to Durham. Going to get the ball in, trying to find Ward-Prowse, but Matip or Sacco get the ball clear. Gould on the edge. Find Ward-Prowse into Fossum and straight at Areola again. We're forcing the goalkeeper to make saves to keep his team in this tie. Sanson with a free kick into Mane, but Durham is all over him there like an absolute rash. What a ball that is over to Escobar as well. Finds Fossum in acres of space. He loves that box-to-box midfielder role. Ward-Prowse trying to slip it through. Back to Fossum, into Gould, into Escobar. We've got a lot of ball players now. Gould now into Calido. Calido can't really get a shot off. Fossum into Santimina. Santimina keeps the ball on, but Klein gets there. Woodburn using his pace to get ahead of Kimpembe. Draxler now, they're on the counter-attack into Sanson. Sanson into the back post, and Draxler makes it 1-0. It's been a very even game. 11 shots from them, 14 shots from us. It's been a very, very even game. 1-0, a draw probably is the right result. Here we go, Draxler. They're on the counter-attack here. They've got 4 or 5 players in. Sanson into the back post. Draxler just finds it there. And that is Liverpool 1, Peterborough United 1. Just going to get Ryan Gould off. He is flagging ever so slightly. I'm going to bring Llorente on. He's a better deep line playmaker than Jermaine. And Baldwin is suffering as well. I'm going to bring Komar on for his debut as well. Anybody else that I could bring on possibly? No. Going to leave it with 2. They're the only 2 I'm going to make. 20 minutes to go. Let's see what we can get from the final 20. Game has absolutely flown by the last 20 minutes. Nothing's really happened. Kimpembe over to Walker-Peters. Final 30 seconds of the half. And not of the half, but the game as well. Walker-Peters into Escobar, into Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse, lovely ball over the top to Calido, but just can't get on top of it. Masuaku into Llorente. Llorente is going to try and find a ball forward into Fossum, but Will Hughes is there to cut it out. And that is going to be it. Liverpool 1, Peterborough United 1. As I said at the start, I'd have taken a point. Brilliant point away at Anfield. Fantastic result. As I said, Santimina with a great debut. Gould with a great debut. Kimpembe is a great debut. Kyle Walker-Peters definitely deserves better than a 6.8. I think he played really well. Great defensive work from him. Flat back 4 definitely working better for us rather than the 2 wing backs pushing up. All in all, a good draw. And if we can get anything from the Chelsea side, I think it would have been a great start to the season, especially with those winnable games coming straight after that as well. So that is it for the first episode of Season 5. As I said, Europe or bust this year. Definitely got to try and hit European football. We will be back with the Manchester club. So we've got United and City back to back. We're going to play all these games offline. We'll do a highlight package for you as well. And then we'll come back with United and City in the league. And hopefully we'll be a little bit higher than 12th. Fingers crossed anyway. If you've enjoyed the episode, please do leave it a like. Remember, leave all those comments below that I've asked for. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss out on any more content coming forward. We've got a very important season coming up, so hit that subscribe button. And until next time when we play Man United and Man City, I'll see you soon.